After years of traveling in Japan, we've compiled the best apps that you should install for your trip. Go Taxi. This app is our go-to solution for hassle-free transportation. Go is like Uber, except it's cheaper and it dominates in Japan. Also, no tipping is required. Uber doesn't really exist in Japan because the government makes it really hard for ride-sharing companies to operate. But no problem, there are a few taxi apps in Japan and the best is Go. When using the Go app, you are hiring a taxi. It works just like other ride-sharing apps. It's easy to set up, use, and pay by credit card. But note, the app may not let you complete the full registration until you're actually in Japan. So keep that in mind. One of the benefits of the Go app is once the driver accepts the job, you won't need to explain to the driver where you're going. This is huge because you won't need to know any Japanese, and in Japan, addresses are super complicated. So often, the taxi drivers won't know the location of where you want to go. Even if you show them Google Maps, they may not trust it. So again, with the app, it makes it really easy. With Go, when the driver shows up, they're going to ask you for a confirmation number. So if they start speaking to you in Japanese, they're probably asking for that. So just show them that number on the app, and you'll be all set. So far, every driver we've had has been excellent, and there's a good chance your driver will speak a little bit of English. But why use a taxi when public transportation in Japan is so good? Let me give you a couple of examples. Recently, we were in the tiny town of Niseko, Hokkaido, and when we got off at the Niseko station with a few other tourists, there was no taxi or any other type of transportation around. So luckily, we had the Go app. Almost instantly, a driver accepted the job, and we were off to our hotel. Another example is we were heading to Tokyo Station. If you're not familiar with Tokyo Station, it is a huge, crazy, busy place. And if you're going to be taking the Shinkansen to places like Kyoto or Osaka, chances are you're going to be using Tokyo Station. In our case, we didn't want to use the local trains to get to Tokyo Station because we had a lot of luggage. So to make our lives easier, we just used the Go app. Our driver showed up quickly to our hotel, and it was a smooth, stress-free ride. Can't beat that. Digital IC card. An IC card in Japan is an easy way to pay for transportation on trains, buses, subways, simply by tapping your card on the reader. With an IC card, you don't need to waste time trying to figure out the cost of a trip or having to worry about paying by cash, and just simply top it up at machines when you're running low. If you have an iPhone 8 or higher, then you can get a digital IC card. If you have an Android, sorry, but currently only Android phones purchased in Japan are capable of having a digital IC card. Hopefully that'll change soon. To install the app, click on the Wallet app, then Transportation, and under Japan, you'll see Suica, Pasmo, or Ikoka card. Based on our experience, all of these cards work equally well across Japan. And this is whether you have the digital IC card or the physical IC card. The digital IC card is a great option because the physical IC cards are in short supply. In early March of 2024, I went to the ticketing office at Tokyo Station, and they told me that the regular Sui cards were out of supply and did not know when they would be back in stock. So again, this is a good reason to get a digital IC card if you have an iPhone. Another benefit of the digital IC card is that they are easy to top up. You can pay directly from your Apple Wallet. We recommend using the Apple Card since topping up is not considered a cash advance. If you're not using an Apple Card, then please check with your credit card to be sure that you won't be charged any additional fees. You can also charge a digital IC card with cash at the charging stations, at the train stations, and even at some convenience stores like 7-Elevens. The digital IC card also shows your balance and a list of all your transactions, so you'll always know how much money you have left on your card and where have you spent it. But don't worry, if you cannot get a digital IC card, you can still get a welcome Suica or a Pasmo passport at the airport when you arrive in Tokyo. If you are arriving in Osaka, you can get an Ikoka card, which happens to be the card that I use most frequently. Again, all of these cards work really well throughout Japan. Japan Train Card Balance. If you don't have a digital IC card, then having the Train Balance app is great to have. This is a simple app that's available for both iPhone and Android, and all you gotta do is scan your card and it will show you your balance as well as a list of all your transactions. This is great so you know your balance and you won't show up to the gate without any money on it. And you can also store multiple cards on this device. NHK World. Receive Japanese government emergency alerts, including J alerts in English. I highly recommend this app because NHK is the only public broadcaster in Japan, and having these alerts can protect you in an emergency. Just make sure you have the notifications turned on. Here's how you do that. Click on the icon in the top right, select Notification Settings. Under Earthquake, the default is 5 lower and above. I recommend leaving this setting. This will notify you of any significant earthquake that has happened in Japan. To give you a sense of the scale, the large earthquake that happened in Ishikawa Prefecture on the 1st of January 2024 measured a 7.6 on the Richter scale, And on the Japan scale, under earthquake was a 7 intensity. So again, 5 lower and above is a good choice. Leave tsunami warning on. Under breaking news, you will receive a mixture of news, not necessarily emergency. So if you don't want this on, you can turn it off. Google Maps, you probably already have this installed. It is the best navigation system for using in Japan, especially if you're riding trains. It's easy, intuitive, and usually correct. Google Translate. Download the Japanese language pack so you will have translations available even when you're offline. And use Google Lens to translate restaurant menus, know ingredients lists, and how to use an AC control. Currency converter. A currency converter will help you accurately calculate and understand the value of an item in yen compared to your home currency. On iPhone, I use the My Currency Converter app, and on Android, I use the XE Currency Converter app. They're both really good. Japan travel. If you're going to purchase a pass such as the whole Japan Rail Pass or some other regional pass, then the Japan Travel app by Navitime is a good choice. It will help you determine which routes are included with your pass so you don't make a mistake. Enter your starting and ending location, and under Tourists, choose your pass. It will show you whether or not a route is included with your pass. ECBO Cloak. If you need to store your luggage from 1 to up to 30 days, then ECBO Cloak app is a great choice. It will help you find a storage location near you, and with the app, you can pay by credit card. If you want to learn more about storage options in Japan, we have a whole series about traveling in Japan with luggage. Link will be in the description below. Klook, our favorite way to purchase attraction tickets and keep them all organized in one place. And they also sell train tickets such as Shinkansen bullet trains. With these apps, you'll have less to worry about and have more time to enjoy your trip. But none of these apps are going to do you any good unless you have an internet connection. I've tested a bunch of internet plans in Japan over the years. So next, watch our video on the best pocket Wi-Fis or the best eSIMs. Thanks. We'll see you in the next one.